For those of you who don't know, Superior Spider-Man is actually Dr. Otto Octavius. That's right, it's Dr. Octopus under the mask. Now, without going too much into detail, all you have to know is this. From now on, I am Peter Parker. I have all of your memories. I know everything you knew. I have your life and everything that comes with it. And you are now Otto Octavius. Spider-Man might not necessarily be a legacy character in the Marvel Universe, but in no way is Peter Parker the only person in the House of Ideas to wear the arachnid-inspired mantle. And one of the most drastic departures from the Og Wallcrawler comes in the form of Superior Spider-Man. We're here to talk about this deadly web-slinger in this video. The long and short of it is that Doc Ock was dying, so he did a whole body switch with Peter Parker. In the end, Otto gains all of Spider-Man's powers, while Peter Parker's mind is left to rot away in Otto's fragile shell. But, to Otto's credit, he didn't decide to live a life of crime after becoming the new Spider-Man of the Marvel Universe. Instead, he chose to take on the role as New York's, well, not-so-friendly neighborhood web-slinger. I am the Superior Spider-Man. But make no mistake, this is not the same quippy webhead you know and love. One of the most striking changes that Otto made during his tenure as the Superior Spider-Man is to dramatically upgrade the Wallcrawler's arsenal of crime-fighting tools. Thanks for coming. We need to talk. For one, he incorporated his time as the super-criminal Dr. Octopus into this new identity, arming himself with 4 spider claws that sort of resemble Peter's old iron spider suit, except this one's much more dangerous. That's because instead of just having extra appendages, the tip of Superior Spider-Man's metallic claws are able to inject a paralyzing toxin that not only subdues his opponents, but gives them excruciating pain. And he didn't stop there either, because Otto added these toxins to the tips of his actual fingers as well. Superior Spider-Man also souped up his mask, which made him invulnerable to psychic attacks. Not to mention that its lens work as his very own crime-fighting HUD. But one of the most significant additions to his arsenal is Superior Spidey's very own army of Spider-Bots. Go forth, my pets. Show me everything. These robots work similarly to Peter's own remote-controlled Spider-Bots, but there's a whole brood of them. Oh, and since this is Superior Spider-Man we're talking about, of course he laced these little metallic critters with some of that sinister paralysis toxin as well. Now, one of the things that makes Peter Parker such a noble and pure hero is the fact that he almost always holds back whenever he fights his opponents. He knows that if he unleashes his full power, heads are going to roll. Well, Superior Spider-Man didn't get that memo, because Otto Octavius made sure that he utilized each and every tool in his arsenal. And there's no better example of that than this. Enough of this. Do you hear me, you brainless brute? I said, enough. That's right, people. Superior Spider-Man punched Scorpion so hard that he tore off the supervillain's jaw clean. Prime Kamaru Usman would be proud, baby. In fact, this act of mutilation was such a shock that even J. Jonah Jameson was left almost speechless after seeing Superior Spider-Man separate Scorpion's mandibles. And Otto's brutal crusade against crime doesn't end there either, because when all of his crafty tricks and fancy doodads don't work, he can just do this. You are who you are. The killer will always be hiding inside you. There is only one solution here. That's right. This Spider-Man isn't afraid of just shooting your face off. And that's exactly what Otto did when the deranged spree killer aptly named Massacre went on. Well, a killing spree. Little did that maniac know that this wasn't your daddy's Spider-Man under the mask. But here's the thing, guys. Superior Spider-Man isn't just all about that thug life. This version of the Wallcrawler is actually one of the craftiest crime fighters that Earth 616 has ever seen. At this point in Marvel's history, J. Jonah Jameson was the mayor of New York. He's actually the guy who requested Superior Spider-Man to summarily execute Massacre. But the Wallcrawler wasn't doing it for free. No, sir. He blackmailed Triple J. In exchange for doing his dirty work, Otto cut a deal with the man. Spider-Man, I present to you the raft. Ah, not the raft, Mr. Mayor. From this point on, it shall be called Spider Island 2. And what does a genius anti-hero with spider powers do inside his new lair? Expand his operations, Of course. That's right, guys. Superior Spider-Man wasn't just content with having an army of spider bots in his arsenal. He drafted a literal army of people to help him patrol the city and stop crime wherever it happens. If nothing else, what Superior Spider-Man brings to the table is an uncut, unfiltered version of what Peter Parker can be if he decided to take off the proverbial gloves. On the other hand, Otto's turn from a multi-limbed supervillain to one of Marvel's most controversial crime fighters is proof of just how, well, a superior hero he can be whenever he chooses to stop grabbing the power of the sun in the palm of his hand. But what about you guys? What do you think of Superior Spider-Man? Which alternate version of the wall crawler is your favorite? Let's talk about it in the comments section below. And for more amazing pop culture videos, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on all of your notifications to be the first to see them. We'll see you next time, only here at KRTV Marvel.